The movie commences with the emergence of a demonic vampire woman, craving human blood. Amidst her terrifying presence, a woman screams as she gives birth to a child whose soul bears the mark of a demon. Yet, the child's destiny between good and evil remains undecided. As the vampire woman births a child for the demoness, discontent brews within her due to a prophecy foretelling the child as her father's murderer. Fueled by this prophecy, she attempts to slay the child, wielding a sword until intercepted by concerned fathers who intervene, saving the child's life. Enraged, the woman curses the child, vowing his transformation into a demon like herself. Ignoring her threats, the fathers impale her with a cross, leading to her demise. They then take custody of the child, who miraculously survived. Unbeknownst to them, the woman revives, removing the cross, while the fathers take the child to the safety of the church. They name him Radu and endeavor to alter his appearance to shield him from his demonic heritage, hoping he'll combat evil forces as a force for good. Years pass, and Radu dedicates his life to battling demons and vampires. Despite aging, he remains steadfast in his mission. However, he remains ignorant of his parentage. Accompanied by his comrades, Radu ventures to a vampire palace, confronting Prince Vlad. Radu requests a substance that quells vampires' thirst for human blood. However, Vlad, a malevolent vampire, refuses, sparking a confrontation. Though Radu and his companions engage in combat, they find themselves evenly matched against Vlad's forces. Yet, Radu's superior swordsmanship turns the tide in their favor. As the duel intensifies, Radu gains the upper hand, prompting Vlad to flee. Securing the liquid, Radu is accosted by Vlad's wife, who reveals Radu's true lineage. Despite the father's efforts to shape him into a virtuous individual, she vows to reclaim him as a vampire of darkness, revealing Radu as her and Vlad's son, disavowing the fatherly bond. The fathers had just torn you away from me. Radu is taken aback by this revelation, but he struggles to accept it. Despite the disbelief of others, the vampire mother insists that the truth will eventually come to light. Afterward, she vanishes, leaving Radu to explore the palace. Inside, he encounters a woman named Helena imprisoned with her son. Breaking them out, Helena implores Radu to save them from Vlad's cruelty. Touched by their plight, Radu decides to rescue them and incorporate them into his group. However, his companion disagrees, cautioning against trusting potential vampires and advocating for their demise. Angered, Radu intervenes, preventing his partner from carrying out his plan. Radu escorts Helena and her son to safety, embarking on a journey together. Resting for the night, Radu awakens Helena the next morning, only to witness her distress when exposed to sunlight. Concerned, Radu questions her about her sensitivity to sunlight, to which Helena attributes to her prolonged captivity in Vlad's dark dungeon. Though initially skeptical, Radu accepts her explanation, causing his companion to grow disillusioned and depart, leaving Radu, Helena, and her son alone. Traveling by night to accommodate Helena's condition, Radu discovers a bite mark on her foot, indicative of Vlad's influence. Realizing her deception, Radu contemplates killing her but relents upon her tearful pleas for mercy. Instead, he administers the liquid obtained from the palace, which mitigates her bloodlust. However, a lapse in administering the liquid one night awakens the vampire within Helena, leading her to attack and transform Radu into a vampire in turn. Amidst the chaos, Vlad arrives, seizing Helena, her son, and the liquid before departing, leaving Radu to wander the forest in his newfound vampiric state. Seeking solace, Radu encounters his friend, confiding in him about his tragic transformation. Though sympathetic, his friend can only offer a solemn presence, unable to intervene in Radu's fate. Now, Radu implores his friend to end his life to prevent him from causing harm by drinking people's blood. His friend reluctantly plunges his sword into Radu, expecting him to perish, but to their astonishment, Radu survives. Both are left dumbfounded by this inexplicable turn of events. In the midst of their confusion, Radu's mother arrives and fatally wounds his friend with a massive arrow, leaving Radu bereft. She then reveals to Radu that he is immortal and impervious to death. Taking Radu home, his mother begins grooming him to embrace his demonic nature. After rigorous training, Radu becomes a hybrid of devil and vampire, wielding newfound powers to prey on innocent lives. Despite his descent into darkness, Radu harbors lingering feelings for Helena, a reminder of his humanity amidst the malevolence. One fateful day, Radu seizes an opportunity to confront his mother and flees, determined to locate Helena and the elusive liquid. However, His search proves fruitless, and years pass with Radu dwelling in solitude, his sanity waning due to isolation. Desperate to quell his loneliness, Radu endeavors to assemble a team, starting with his first friend. Venturing to a nearby village, Radu encounters two siblings, the girl captivating him with her melodic voice. Eager for companionship, Radu proposes a pact promising immortality and endless life. Though hesitant, the siblings ultimately agree, sealing their fate. Radu mercilessly drains their blood, transforming them into vampires and imprisoning them in his abode. As Radu trains his newfound allies, dispatching victims for them to feed upon, his ultimate goal remains the downfall of Vlad, his estranged father. Seeking retribution and his rightful inheritance, Radu orchestrates a reign of terror, dispatching countless innocents. However, their actions attract the attention of a witch dispatched by the church fathers, determined to thwart Radu's malevolent ambitions. As she ventures forth, she stumbles upon a girl imprisoned, drained of blood by Radu and his siblings, on the brink of becoming a vampire. The witch swiftly dispatches her with Radu's own dagger, drawing the ire of Radu and his companions who witness the act. Enraged, Radu engages the witch in combat, grasping her neck in a fierce struggle that dislodges his dagger. Seizing the opportunity, Radu drinks the witch's blood, transforming her into a vampire, but not before she and her accomplice abscond with Radu's dagger, the only weapon capable of slaying vampires. Furious at their betrayal, Radu attempts to strangle them, but the singer's haunting melody incapacitates him. Capitalizing on his vulnerability, they flee, leaving Radu determined to retrieve his dagger. After years of searching, he tracks them down, only to discover that they serve a queen, none other than Helena herself. Astonished, Radu confronts her, inquiring about their son and Vlad's whereabouts. Helena reveals that she has distanced their son from vampirism, leaving him among mortals, while Vlad lies in a deep slumber in the basement. She offers Radu the liquid in exchange for the singer's brother, as vampires enslaved by their creators. Radu agrees, but it's a ruse. He uncovers Vlad's imprisonment and fulfills the prophecy by ending his father's life. Enraged, Radu turns on Helena, but she retaliates, wounding him gravely. Despite his injuries, Radu manages to fatally injure Helena before being cursed by the witch-turned-vampire. The singer intervenes but tragically perishes in the conflict. Cursed to endure eternal loneliness and pain, Radu reflects on his descent into darkness, haunted by the consequences of his actions. The witch-turned-vampire, now embracing her newfound morality, departs, leaving Radu to grapple with his eternal torment, marking the end of this tale.